Welcome back to Knights HQ Podcast, the official podcast of the NIB Newcastle Knights. My name is Jay Nelson, and alongside me is Lavender Bai. She's back. First episode done. This is our second episode. Lav, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. Yep. Good week. Busy week here for us. Lots going on. NRLW's back. The girls are training. We just got back from a trip from Melbourne. We've got Sunday footy at home this week. You know, it's all happening.
We love to see that. We'd love to have the girls back.
Oh, the girls back is the best, man. You know?
I'm hanging for it after Queensland won Origin.
Yep. God.
I just want to root for Tamika Upton again. I just really... It feels illegal to root against her.
Yeah, correct.
Bring her back.
Yeah. It just feels like all is well when you can, you know, when the girls are in the red and blue and all the energy is in one spot.
Yeah, it's what I need.
We've got a new segment today, and this is your brainchild. This is your brainchild. It sounded really unsure because I was like, I don't know, because this isn't my thing. I don't know how to introduce it.
Do you want me to introduce?
Yeah, go. Yeah.
I feel like that would be better rather than you.
We've got a new segment, I guess.
Okay, so got a game.
Yep.
Are you familiar with Guess Who?
I am.
Great game.
Yep.
Family favourite.
Not an ad.
Not an ad for Guess Who, unless Hasbro want to sponsor the Knights.
Yeah, bang.
Have your people contact our people. So basically, our unnamed producer on the sidelines.
Yes,
is
Voldemort. He will not be named.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who is gripping his microphone
weirdly
in the most
tightly.
threatening way. He's going to list some describing factors.
Yeah.
Can't be their position.
Yep.
Can't be like their number.
So Knights players, current players?
Current Knights players.
Yep.
And we have to guess who they are, like the name suggests. We have to guess who.
If you do Brian Carney again, I'll kill you. Because last time we did that, I made a lot of fans. They thought I really knew what I was talking about. It was good.
Here's a quick stat, Fizz.
Yeah.
Back on Tamika Upton.
Yeah.
You know, she has never lost a game at McDonald Jones Stadium in her career.
Okay.
Is the first guess who Tamika Upton?
No. I thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah, well, I believe it. Yeah. Did you ever play there as a Bronco? No, we didn't have a team there, so that does make sense. Yeah. There you
I think there
go.
was one game.
Oh, one game. Really?
2021 when she was a Bronco. They
Yeah.
played the Roosters here and she won.
Oh, so it wasn't even against the Knights. No. There you go. So she's never lost a game.
Why did the Broncos play the Roosters here?
They did a triple header
Oh, yeah.
to launch the season.
Ah, yes.
And we were the last game. And they played beforehand.
Was that our game against Para, the first game?
Yep.
Man, that was a heartbreaker. Was that another field goal
Yeah.
ending? Yeah.
Field goal loss.
That's right.
Matty Studden.
Yes. I
Romy
do
scored
remember.
the first
Romy scored
try.
the first try as captain. Yeah, that was crazy.
All right, guess who? First player.
And this, so we're buzzing in.
Buzz in with your name.
Okay.
Lav or Jay?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm Jay. That's
I'm
Lav.
so
Gotcha.
stressed because I just feel like I've woken up with no.
If you get it wrong, people get angry. So
I've got
this
not
will
a
be good.
single thought in my head today.
The Knights fans are ruthless when it comes to this.
Yeah.
4 clues for each player.
Okay.
First clue. I played my junior footy for the Queanbeyan Blues. I played for Australia in rugby sevens. 3. I'm married to a former Newcastle Knight.
Jay.
Adam Elliott.
Jay.
Oh,
Adam Elliott. No.
Correct.
oh wait, he.
Oh,
played
no.
sevens.
Jay. Yasmin Clydesdale.
Correct. Adam Clydesdale.
Yeah.
Former Knight.
I love that we both, with all of the confidence in the world, said Adam Elliott, knowing full well that man.
I know he's from Tathra, but former Newcastle Knight through me, but then I remembered that we didn't specify if it was NRL or NRLW.
Also like how you hit the table trying to buzz in.
Yeah, I just.
Use your name.
That's my name.
The last clue was I've won 3 straight comps across 2 clubs. That's Yasmin Clydesdale.
Yeah.
All right, next player.
1-0, all good.
I was born in Greenacre, New South Wales. I came through the Pathways system to debut for the Knights in 2016. I've played 9 games this season. I won a premiership last season at another club.
Jack Cogger.
Correct.
It was.
Let's go.
I don't like this game. I feel like I just don't have the ability to put words together right now.
Yeah, okay.
Really bad time to be on a podcast.
All right. Okay.
All right, last player. Lav, you need to redeem yourself. I grew up playing rugby union.
Oh, you've lost me already.
I made my Knights debut in 2021.
Jae. Leo Thompson.
Correct.
Let's go.
I don't like this game. Scrap this game.
All right, Lav, this is the Nui landmark.
Okay.
You get at least one. I'm named after a
Pash
Polish... Incorrect.
Oh, that would have been so good if you got that.
I'm named after a Polish explorer and geologist.
Oh, I know it already. Yeah.
I'm Polish and I'm just...
You know it. Come on, you know it.
I stretched 800 metres long to join up with another notable walk. The walk was built in 2015. I overlook some iconic Newcastle beaches.
You know it.
I have lots of Z's in my name.
Yeah.
It's just like it's rough.
You want to take clean sweep?
I'm giving her all the time she needs.
I know what.
Yeah.
It ends in lookout.
Oh, thanks for that. I was actually going to say the Delaney, but thanks.
That traditional Polish name, Delaney.
Yeah. It's actually my grandfather's name.
I'm gonna buzz in 10 seconds.
You're stressing me out.
Okay.
There's just like not.
Strip.
Oh, Stress Lucky.
Yeah.
Bang.
It was. That counts.
Yeah,
That's
totally,
triple points.
totally, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I wasn't.
4-3. No, 3-all. Triple
3-all,
points for the last
yeah.
one. 3-all.
Yep. Okay.
A gentleman's tie.
Hang on, can we just refilm that? Stress Lucky.
You still hit the table. It's use your name to buzz in.
All right, Jay wins. Guess who?
Yeah.
First edition.
I would argue Jay has a shorter name, so he came into this with an advantage.
Well, I was going to give you Lav.
Well, Lav is, 1 syllable. 3 letters.
Or
It's neck
by.
and neck.
Still an unfair playing field.
No, well, triple points for the last...
Yeah, so we're even.
So we're even. Bang. Done. All right, let's talk about the weekend. We went down to Melbourne. As you saw on our Instagram account, my crystal ball wasn't really the 180 degrees the wrong way.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. You're either hot or you're good at footy tipping.
Well,
How does it feel to be hot this week?
Oh, very scorching. And like what's new in the castle those boys got behind me, I felt like my ego was pumped right up, even though I guessed almost 4 points off, 6 points off the actual score, in the wrong direction.
So much confidence.
Well, I thought that's the way it was going to go.
It's so funny. Like, being wrong at footy tips is one thing, but being so confident with a specific scoreline that you're like, it's not going to be this, and then it playing out exactly like you said it wouldn't.
Well, obviously, when we're out there working, we can't watch the telecast, but from what I heard, the coaches' boxes were fairly animated. So I'm guessing my initial thing of those coaches like a good defensive performance because there were so many points scored, I heard they were quite animated. So I wasn't too far off. But, yeah, it was Melbourne's lovely, man. Like, full credit to, like, that whole area, the Storm, like, the whole thing. Like, that sporting precinct is unreal.
It is
like,
a good spot.
We didn't even have to get a Uber or anything to the ground. Like, we walked from our hotel, through past the MCG over to Amy Park. It was awesome. The boys played really well. Like, they fought back there at the end, A couple of late tries, you can kind of throw it in, That tends to happen a lot in footy,
It was one of those games that I feel like right up until the end, I still fully believed that we could have clawed it back.
Well, look, those 2 late tries in the first half to Melbourne sometimes can be a backbreaker for the second half. But man, that first hit up where Brodie forced the error on Big Nelson, like that was huge for us, and then Dylan scored off that error. So
I was screaming. I was just waiting for it to somehow go wrong.
Yeah,
like Hastings comes through and grabs it and passes. I'm just like, something's going to go wrong.
Oh, in the first half,
and then it didn't. And I was like,
Well, yeah, it was. Well, that was a big. See, that try alone was a big momentum shift. Because I think it was 6-0 at that point. Yeah, and then Fletch scored on debut after that, which was unreal as well.
I could do a whole episode just talking about him.
Yeah,
what a debut!
What a debut!
He was
played really well.
So good.
Yeah,
like he was always where he needed to be, and he had. I feel like on debut in such an important game against such a highly ranked team, to have the confidence that he had to just be where he needed to be, do what he needed to do, incredible.
Yeah, no, he played really well. And it's kind of awesome and a bit selfish of us to be able to have Davey debut in against the Dolphins. He scores a try on his debut, and then Fletch did the same thing on the weekend. It's really special to see, and to see, all his mates come down in their Cessnock Goannas jerseys and have his family there. And we had Robbie Ross there to present his jersey for his debut, which was awesome. That was a really cool connection because obviously Robbie Ross is a Knights old boy, but he was the first player signed, or is he Storm player number one? Was that there's a really cool connection between the Knights and the Storm through Robbie Ross. So, having him give Fletch his debut jersey was really cool. You could tell, like, if you look at the Knights socials, you'll see the reel we put up of the presentation. You can see how much it means to him.
Yeah.
He got emotional.
That was emotional.
Yeah.
I was having a bit of a cry watch that.
Yeah. So you could tell, as he said in the presentation, he said to the fellas, like, I'm not going to let you down. And he didn't do that. He played great. And, he didn't look out of place. He didn't look nervous. He didn't look like he doesn't belong in first grade. He played really, really well. It was really great.
And especially with...
Sorry, Robbie Ross was Melbourne number one.
Yeah, there you go. So it's a cool connection, like to have you playing against the Storm in Melbourne. You got the Storm number one player, but a Knights old boy giving you your jersey. It's a cool sort of narrative there.
And especially like the pressure, like this season to have. Obviously, we've got KP out, and then Davey obviously had such an incredible first couple of games.
Yeah,
there was a lot of pressure on him to be. Yeah. What we needed there, and to just absolutely exceed expectations there in a game that was not ever going to be an easy game for us. Yeah. Love to see it.
No, it was really good. I think our attack looked a lot better. I think Kai had a great game. That offload he gave was it Dill? Offload to Dill for that try? Like, that was, dude, falling on the ground with a couple of blokes on your back and you have the frame of mind to get your arm out there and flick the ball onto his chest. Like, it's pretty cool stuff. So, obviously not the result that we wanted, but to show that we're, to go down to Melbourne and play Melbourne in Melbourne with the team that they have, it's no easy feat. And, as we said, we had a good fight late in the game, and that sends us now to this Sunday, which is we're playing the defending premiers on a Sunday afternoon at McDonald Jones. It doesn't really get much better than that.
I feel like last week's game gave me a lot of confidence in, even though it wasn't a win, I don't like to use the L word.
Yeah.
I feel like it showed a lot of improvement and a lot of strength that now I'm feeling really good coming into this weekend.
Yeah.
Starters, we've got Bradman Best.
Yeah.
He's back in the squad.
Yep.
Oh, when I saw that, I was just flicking through the teams list and I was like,
he's back.
He's back.
Big fella's back. Yeah, no, he, even though, and it's funny about that, you got to take confidence out of that because our centre pairing of Gags and Dill last week, like blinders, absolute blinders. Actually, what was the stats on that? We got him here. Jimbo, the guy who made stuff. Where are you at?
Where are our stats?
Here we go. So, Gags, 1 try, 246 run metres, 8 tackle breaks, 2 line breaks. Dill, 2 tries, 198 run metres, 8 tackle breaks, and 78 post-contact metres. And that...
Not too shabby.
Dude, crazy. And Gags is so funny. That run that he made before he scored that try in the second half, he was so close. And I was right on the spot. And I'm taking photos. And I saw him, like, through the viewfinder, like, just one last sort of jump to try and get to the line. And he literally, it was so close. I think Harry Grant came over and covered defence and stopped him. But, yeah, man, Gags... He just keeps getting better. He just keeps getting better.
I feel like that was my main takeaway from this game is it wasn't a win, but I feel like had a few things gone a little bit differently, it would have been.
Yeah.
Which is always a nice way if you're going to lose in a way that, like, it very well could have been. There were lots of really good moments.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes out from the start, 10 minutes out from the end of the first half, we were like right on our line.
We were on top, yeah.
It was, no, but when there was like 6 again.
Yeah, gotcha.
And we were right there, and I was like, there's no way that we don't concede here.
Yeah.
And we managed to hold off.
Yeah.
Moments like that give me so much confidence coming into this week.
Correct. It's those moments are kind of more character building than, the run against the play tries or the flash in the pan type stuff. If you can defend your line multiple sets in a row and things like that, that lays a great foundation for your season moving ahead. So, and we're going to need that on Sunday. Also, Beanies for Brain Cancer Round.
Yeah, I'm walking from... you're
doing the trek.
I'm walking from Moore Park to McDonald Jones.
How are we feeling?
Oh, horrific. I made the mistake of I just spent a month in Europe in these bad boys.
Oh,
my
yeah.
Air Force Ones.
Air Force Ones.
So my Air Force Ones are broken in. Great.
Are you going to walk it in your forces?
So this is my dilemma.
Okay.
I can walk 40 Ks a day in this. That's what I was doing in Europe.
Yep.
Fine. No blisters, nothing. My actual running shoes, which are the logical choice, I went on a 10K walk on Monday.
Yeah.
Blisters.
Okay.
So I'm like, do I wear the shoes that make sense on paper to wear, or do I wear the shoes that I know for a fact are not going to?
I would go the ones that you feel like aren't going to give you blisters.
But am I going to look like an absolute loser walking up the M1?
Probably.
Or does that give the energy that it's like, I'm so fit
Yeah.
that this is just a Sunday afternoon stroll for me?
Or reach out, athlete's foot. Come on. She needs help.
I'm right here.
Let's get some kicks. Let's get some walking shoes.
But yeah, I'm not feeling confident.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold as.
Yeah.
So also,
What time do you start?
like 4 o'clock in the morning. So if anyone...
So it's 12 hours to get... How long is it? 150K? Is that what it is?
150K. So it's 3 days. So we go Moore Park to Terrigal.
Yep.
Terrigal to Catherine Hill Bay.
Yep.
Catho to McDonald Jones.
And that takes 12 hours. Catho to McDonald Jones.
Oh, no. So that's the shortest day.
Oh, gotcha.
I think we leave at like 6. And there's like breaks in that as well.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, my big fear is that I don't own winter jackets.
Probably get one.
So I'm like, I really need to get some sort of puffer to keep me warm, or I'm going... And it's probably going to rain as well.
No, Sunday's... Oh, sorry, 3 days. Yes, there is rain. Sunday's clear as.
So...
But that's when it's the coldest. A nice clear winter's morn, very, very cold.
So I feel like maybe this is why I'm so confident in us winning this week.
Yeah.
Because I am putting all of my strength in the boys.
Yep.
If I'm walking from Moore Park to McDonald Jones, I need to see that win.
Yeah, okay.
I need it.
Yeah. That's... man, congrats to you. That's a big trek.
It's a big trek. It was a couple of glasses of wine, and I was like, yep, I can so do this.
Great cause, though.
Great cause.
Boozy's
Mark
the
Hughes
best.
Foundation.
Yeah. And he came in yesterday and had a chat with the boys, gave them the beanies. And he's always, having a Knights old boy around the place is always good, but having someone like Mark and what he's done in the space and what the charity's doing and how big Beanies for Brain Cancer Round's gone.
And he's just so well spoken, like the positivity and like the messages that he just relays. He did an interview with Marley Silver and Nico Hines this week, and just talking about like taking one day at a time, not thinking too far in the future, not thinking too far in the past. Like he's just such an inspirational guy.
Yeah. Every time Boozy comes and talks to the club, it's just the ultimate perspective setter. You know, you think you're having a bad day, or you think something's gone wrong, or you're not having a good time, or whatever. You know, he comes in and talks about his journey and what he's trying to do, and he's saying, I am going to find a cure for brain cancer. I'm going to do that.
And I have no doubt that he is going to be, he is that guy.
And, you just, I don't know, it gives you an extra set of legs or something, it's unreal. But, yeah, the boys, they know how important, Beanie for Brain Cancer Round obviously has grown to be NRL wide, and so it should. But because Boozy's a Knights old boy, he's very special to this club. The guys know how important the round is to this club. And I'm sure that we're going to put in a great performance, and I'm sure you'll see some really good footy on Sunday afternoon. Guaranteed.
Women's Origin. What a day it was.
You went to the game?
Last Thursday. Oh my gosh. This was the best thing before the trek, because the jacket that I thought was like a good spray jacket, it's not.
Okay.
I got drenched. I was wearing brand new sneakers, wrecked.
Yep.
I was so drenched that I'm so lucky that I am a grub of a human and have so much random junk in the back of my car. I was changing in my car, putting my clothes on the seat, because I was just, it was as if I had dived into a pool.
Yeah.
It was horrendous rain.
For some reason, there's just been rain. at McDonald Jones is like feels like the last couple of months. Like every time we play there, Origin, Man, whatever, the NRL, whatever, it's always just been this rain.
And it was like, I hope the pitch is nice for this week, because it was muddy. It was like
you could tell when they were
slipping over
when they were running out, because obviously that bit of grass, because there's like a bit of AstroTurf after the tunnel, then it goes to where the sideline of the footy, that was complete mud. You could tell the girls were like making extra careful care when they were running out, because they didn't want to be the one that slipped over on the telecast in the mud.
Oh, but it
has happened before. It has happened before.
Yeah.
Well, so I wanted to go. I gave my tickets to my wife because, you know, I'm a good guy and I wanted to have a good night out on a Thursday night watching some footy.
You go out in the rain. I'm going to sit in front of the TV.
Actually, no, apparently where they were sitting, the Western Grandstand was just in the right spot where
that was me
at
our Bulldogs game. Yep. I was just far enough back that the people in front of me drenched. Me, bone dry.
Yeah. Well, I could obviously I watched the game on Channel 9, but you were there. So, mate, run us through it. What was it like? How was it? How was the crowd?
Crowd was incredible. A sellout McDonald Jones for the women, record-breaking. I feel like we are setting the tone of what the NRLW season is going to be. I feel like when we've got that many people, just think about when the Knights are heading for that three-peat this year. That stadium, I hope we can sell it out for the women. That would just be the cherry on top of what I think is going to be the biggest NRLW season ever. But yeah, it was a great game. Very, very tight. I got to be honest, when it looked like it was going to Golden Point, there was a part of my soul that died because I just didn't want to sit in the rain anymore.
Yeah, gotcha.
And maybe I will be banished from the state for saying this. But I'm kind of glad we didn't win, because, hear me out, we're still going to, I can see in your face that you're like, get her out of here. She's not new podcast host needed. I'm glad that it's going to 3 games, because we have the opportunity now. For so long, the women's has been not 3 games.
Yeah.
Now to have it go to 3 and prove the importance of it going to 3.
Yeah.
We can't break the record in game 3. I don't think the stadium is big enough. But to have 3 sellout crowds and then to have New South Wales win in Queensland, it's going to be good to watch.
Yeah. I agree. Like, having it as a decider obviously brings the spectacle of the game up further. And for the growth of the women's game, that's what we want. We want it to be, the spectacle to be as big as what it is when the men have a decider. But yeah, it still breaks my heart every single time.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
And to lose 2 in 1 week.
They just never look like they're going to win. They don't do anything. 75th minute, 76th minute, 77th minute, 78th minute, whatever you want to call it. It just, every single time. Every time.
I just want it to be over with. I'm sick of rooting against Tamika.
Yeah. It just, you can't deny him, but every single time.
Yeah. It always stings.
Anyway. But, as you said, to have 25,000 people there when the weather was so bad, like, it is a bit of, it sucks that the rain kind of dictates that extra, 3,000, 4,000 people to really sort of, but to break that record, to have that support there, to see our girls play so well. And yeah, man, the game was awesome. Like, that field goal was nuts. Like, to kick that in that moment with that much pressure. Like, I don't even know how the ball got through. There was 4 Blues players there diving at the ball, like, just to see, like, hats off to them. And as you said, to see him hopefully raise the shield in Queensland would be
so good.
Unreal.
Goes back to what we were saying last week. Newcastle, I think, is the only place that in pouring rain, horrific weather, Wednesday night, it's cold, it's rainy, no one wants to be out of the house. To have that crowd cements the point that I made last week, that this is the home of the NRLW, it's the home of the Blues.
Yep.
Keep it here.
Completely agree. I think as you said last week, until they can move to that big stadium, like, this is perfect.
And I do hope that by next year we're selling out.
Imagine if that happened. Yeah.
It'd be amazing.
That's what we want for it. But as you said, like, and I kind of feel like, because Game 3's in Townsville, right? I kind of feel like we share a lot of similarities with Townsville and like the Knights and the Cows, and like the size of the sort of the stadiums that we have and the fan base, and obviously they're a lot further north from Brisbane than what we are from Sydney. But, you know what I mean? There's just that sort of sister city to the big smoke type thing going on. And, you know, Townsville, you know, they're rugby league mad. They love it up there. They get around it. So it's kind of like the Queensland equivalent. So I feel like, as you said, those sort of 25 to 30,000 seat stadiums, and you're in a rugby league sort of heartland in both areas that get around the game and support it. Yeah, as you said, it's got to be the home.
And I think it's just good to have it out in the regions. Yeah. Like, it's nice
to not have to go to Sydney.
Sydney and Brisbane get everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like we have this dedicated fan base. Same with Townsville. There are so many people that live and breathe the sport that more so in Townsville, those people it's not a quick drive down to Brisbane.
Correct.
To have it up there, I think it's so good for the growth of the game and for just like young kids.
Yeah.
Young kids in the regions don't get the same exposure to women's sport that you do in Sydney and Melbourne and Brisbane. So to have the pinnacle of women's rugby league in their backyard is just good to see.
Yeah, no, totally agree. Well, that's going to get us to our break. We'll be back on Knights HQ. All right, picture this, Lav. Sunday Arvo, McDonald Jones. You're with all your good mates. It's about 5 p.m. It's half time. It's golden hour. The Suns go behind the Western Grandstand. The Knights are up 18-0. To me, that's heaven. Do you reckon that's heaven?
It sounds pretty close. And do you know the best way to get there?
How?
Is by purchasing a Gen K membership today.
You can score access to 3 games of your choice on the hill with a Gen K membership. Plus, look at this guy. Limited edition Pie Guy corduroy.
It is an incredible hat. 10 out of 10.
I didn't check the size or the back bit before I put it on then, and it fits perfect.
Oh, it fits perfect?
Out of the box. Bang.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Not just that, you can get discounts on a whole bunch of things, tickets, merchandise, food and beverage, and you can get a digital membership card. So you can just scan straight into McDonald Jones.
If you lock in your membership now, you can choose which games you want to come along to, including our upcoming doubleheader with our NRL and NRLW squads.
Where else would you want to be?
Where else would you want to be, man? Great hat. Great mates, the footy, Gen K, get on board, up the Knights.
Up the Knights. Join the crew today at knightshub.com.au.
So, Lav, we caught up with our NRLW girls at their content team photo filming session. Let's start that now and see how we went. Hey, it's Knights HQ here at the NRLW content afternoon. We're here to ask the girls a few questions about the upcoming season, see what they're feeling tunes-wise. How do you think it's going to go, Lav?
I am excited for some Origin predictions for everyone except Mika Upton. Let's go make some content. We're here with CJ. Question. Who in the team has the best music taste?
I'm going to say Rom because I stole one of Rom's playlists on Spotify.
We're here with Meeks. We're going to start with a tough one. Who's going to win Origin? I don't want to know. If we're making a Knights playlist, what are you adding to the playlist?
The girls here like a bit of rave music, and I wasn't into it. Being from Rocky, I was just country music only, but some of the songs are really cool. So I'd have a mix of country, bit of rave, and maybe some old school R&B.
We're making a playlist for the Knights.
Yes.
What are you adding to the playlist?
The Tide is High by Atomic Kittens.
That's a banger.
Are you like a closet pleasures, but don't call them closet pleasures? They're just pleasures?
They're actually in my liked songs.
Anything Dom Dollar. I'm kind of in the Dom Dollar at the moment.
Okay.
Olivia's actually got me hooked on him.
We're going to put together a Knights playlist. What is your addition to the playlist?
Oh, you know what? I've been banging some Sabrina Carpenter lately.
She has.
Please by Sabrina Carpenter.
Who's our influencer amongst the team?
Depends what type of influencers. We've got a couple. So we've got the beauty queens, which I'd say is like Yasmin.
Yep.
Like fashion, pretty moment.
Yep.
And the comedy queens will probably be like Rima, MV. They'll probably be an influencer for doing something real stupid.
Sticking with the Kayla Romanak theme. After a win, because, look, let's be honest, post-grand final, she was up there at MVP. I think I had her at MVP.
Yeah.
Would you back that?
100% I'd back that.
I'm going to go a duo, and I'm going to go Rima and Vienna. I think if they started vlogging or something, their day in the lives would be hilarious.
I don't know. I secretly think Olivia Higgins. If you check her Instagram, it's blowing up right now.
That's a good.
And
That's a good.
she's the first person to tell me that. She goes, "I'm catching you, Clydesdale." So, yeah, Olivia Higgins is my vote.
So you guys are well and happy with everyone voting for you guys to be the next influencers out of the squad?
Yeah, put us on Love Island or something. We need some equipment, so if anyone wants to sponsor us, let us know.
Welcome back. I want to have a look. We're in the process of getting to know each other.
Yeah.
What better way to do that than to dig up some old Instagram photos?
Yeah.
We've both lived a million lives.
Yes, it sounds like there's a few things that have happened in our past that are going to be interesting to dig up. Jimmy's gone through our Instagram accounts, by the way.
Which is terrifying. I didn't see that this was in the run sheet until today, so I didn't have the opportunity to go and delete things that I didn't want shared.
The first one...
Let's start with you.
Yeah. So this is a video thumbnail.
Oh, I thought it was just a photo.
I would never put that up. Just to say.
I thought this was just a photo.
Can you imagine hey, that looks sick.
I imagine...
I'm going to put that up.
So it's Adam and Millie's wedding.
This was actually...
Oh, this was when they got engaged?
Correct. So, yeah, I... and the boys like to give me a bit of stick because I film myself in the bushes. And I can't... Yeah, I'm not really...
Can we add some context here that you're not just filming yourself in bushes?
It's just... You know those social media accounts that are like day in the life stuff? And they get a little cringe here and there.
You're a vlogger.
Yeah. This was in that world, so I'm getting a little bit of stick from the boys about it. But this is what happened.
Hey, I'm here for your influence era.
Yeah, thank you, mate. I needed that boost for sure. So what happened was, I'm going to try and be quick, but Adam DM'd me when Millie was playing for the Knights, but Adam hadn't signed yet. So I hadn't actually met him. He just DM'd me going, hey man, like Millie really enjoys what you do around the club with like your contact with the girls. I'm going to ask her to marry me. Would you take the photos? And I was like, yeah, man, like no dramas at all. That's hectic. So we were kind of back and forth on Instagram, sort of planning what was going to happen. And then when the girls won the comp in 22, after the game, me and Adam met for the first time face to face. But because we'd been back and forth a lot, we were like, oh, hey, man, how you going, blah, 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 blah. And Millie was like, oh, do you guys know each other? And we were like, just, footy guy. Yeah,
lads,
cool.
Footy.
Like, we would have given away way too much probably from that moment on. But anyway.
Have you asked her about it since?
I haven't actually. We probably should. It'd be funny. It'd be a funny yarn. But this morning, so the night before, I had left a pub in Newey. So did Adam. I rang him in my Uber. And we were both like, this is going to be the best thing ever. Can't wait. It's going to be so good, like pumping it up big time. He's like, yep, be here at this time, da-da-da. So this is out at the lookout there, you know, where they do like the hang gliding takeoff thing, but like a bit further down. Anyway, I get there and there's like nothing set up. Like the spot that he told me that it was like, because like they had like a big setup going on. And like nothing had set up, and I'm like, oh, like he told me there was going to be like a picnic blanket and like food and all this sort of stuff, and there was nothing there. And I got there maybe 10, 15 before he was telling me he was going to walk down there, and I'm like, surely this is like they have to be here soon. So
so it was one of those companies.
Yeah. So I texted him going, nothing's set up. You need to stall, like. Because they're not here yet. Anyway, Millie has told this story, I think, on her podcast, saying like he was being really weird and like, oh, we'll just drive around the block again or something like that, or we'll go for another swim or something like that.
We'll just drive.
Yeah. So like, she was like a bit sus on it.
He's like, I'm just going to give you the tour of
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this photo is a screenshot of me videoing myself in the bushes, going, I'm freaking out. Like I've got one chance to kind of get this right, and I didn't say it at the time, but I'm also texting Adam going, you need to wait a bit. And then the people came down and set up and then it all went well. It was really good. But yeah, that's the me in the bushes screenshot from that day, that morning.
Is not the story I was expecting from that. I thought this was you drunk at their wedding and going, I'm going to just post a selfie on Instagram.
No. The wedding was A+ though. Good fun. Great crew. Good
love
times.
that.
Great couple. All right, your turn, buddy. Actually, this screenshot is the first thing I ever saw of you on the internet.
Which is so funny because I have not shut up about the Knights for my whole life. And this was what?
Like, I remember this.
6 months ago?
Yeah. And like on TikTok, I don't really follow anyone. I just have an account that I,
No one follows anyone on TikTok.
I'm not really a TikTok creator. I just have a TikTok account. And
You're just an Instagram influencer, not TikTok.
Yeah, that's it. I think my name on TikTok is still like the default one they give you. Like I wouldn't even know what it is. Anyway.
So you're the person commenting hate on all my videos.
That's the one. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, burner account. But yeah, this is the first thing I saw of you, the Jersey Pyramid. Was that the first sort of thing you put out that went really, really popular, you reckon?
No. So I did a jersey ranking last year.
Okay.
Which weirdly nobody saw.
Okay.
Because then everyone's like, why did you put the Knights at the top? That's so biased. And I'm like, last year they weren't. Like, I am not biased when it comes to the jersey ranking. Yeah, so last year's didn't do that well. And then this year I just randomly started doing, because I was doing football shirts I would die for. Yeah. And those went really well.
Okay.
And then I did this.
Is that like soccer or league?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like soccer shirts that I would die for.
Yeah.
And then I did the pyramid and it just went gangbusters. Like people are still now commenting on part 1 going, where's part 3? I'm like, it's been up for 6 months. Like, it's literally, and they're all not that far apart. So I'm like, just look, like you think I posted part 1 in January and then I've not posted anything since?
Yeah. It's actually really funny, man. I remember seeing this and going, that girl's pretty funny. Those tongs are kind of funny. Like I remember like being like, oh, that's kind of cool.
And the tongs are now like, I can't
not
distance myself from every time I don't use the tongs, people are like, shut up, we don't care unless there's tongs. But it's so funny how far it went.
How many views did that get?
Like 500,000, I think.
Yeah, wow.
I think the series in total cracked over 1 million on both platforms.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because then like randomly I got a message from KP. He's like, what the hell's this? He's like, thanks, I guess. I'm like, you're welcome.
Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome for that one.
Well, now that it's a thing, the Lavender Dubai Jersey Awards, like the ranking, could be an annual event now.
I said this. I said somebody needs to invite me to the end of year Knights Awards so I can present.
You know what you should do? This would be even better. Do it like you've done here, but wear like a tuxedo T-shirt and have like Oscars music. So like make it look heaps crap and homemade, but you've tried really hard to make it look really professional and nice. Like hit that middle ground between actually doing it professionally
and then someone can do a speech
iPhone.
And you can just have like the music that goes like your time is up. Oh
yeah
so many possibilities.
Yeah unreal. Anyway, but yeah, well 2025 you're definitely doing it.
2025
another jersey
absolutely happening.
Okay, my next one.
This is well, we sort of spoiled this last week when you told me that you were the drummer for the Wiggles.
Well, kind of, yeah. I was in a past life and I kind of do it here and there, but sort of not much anymore.
You side hustle as a Wiggles drummer?
Yeah, correct.
Who's your favourite Wiggle?
Oh. I get along with Murray a lot. Yeah. Murray's cool. Like Murray...
He DJs, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's a good guy, man. And Murray's still like, you know, he lives right near the Enmore Theatre. He still goes to gigs every week. He's a real muso, you know, like what he's done his whole life, even though he's been in this massive children's act, he just seemed like he just hasn't changed through the... and not the other guys have changed or anything like that. Like, they're all legends, but... Yeah, I enjoy Murray. Like, you know, we have a beer and have a chat, and no, he's a good man. I like Murray. But yeah, this is in Auckland, and this was in 2022, I think. 23, 22? I think it's 22. Anyway, this was an interesting time in my life. So they asked me to do 2 New Zealand gigs, and we had games on both weekends. One of the weekends, I don't think it was this one. I think we did Auckland that week, and then we did Christchurch the week after. Anyway, the Christchurch gig, we played on the Gold Coast on the Sunday. Sunday, I have a Gold Coast game, and the Christchurch gig was Friday night. So I left for the airport 2 a.m. Friday morning, got to the airport in Sydney, did Sydney to Melbourne, Melbourne to Christchurch, got to Christchurch at like 3 or 4 o'clock that afternoon, did the gig that night, finished at like midnight or something, got up at 4 a.m, went back to the airport, flew back to Sydney. My wife picked me up, got home, threw my gear down, picked up my night's gear, went to Williamtown, flew to the Gold Coast.
So you're like full Hannah Montana.
It was crazy. And Jimmy was already up there with the team. I got a separate flight to get up there. And I was
Did you come in your like blue skivvy?
It was like it was Saturday night and my eyes were hanging out of my head. I'm like, dude, I got to go to bed.
Which is so funny of all things to be like, I'm so tired because I've just been a Wiggles rock star all week.
literally. But that was cool. That was like those 2 weekends was the proper like doing one thing and doing the other thing all at once, and it was a bit crazy. But yes, I love those guys. It's a great gig. They're awesome people. It's when you're doing OG gigs, which is the ones that this photo's from, that's when they bring back the old guys. They do a show and it's over 18s.
Yeah.
So that's in whatever the stadium's called in Auckland, Spark Arena, I think it's called. That's full of over 18s singing along to children's nursery rhymes.
That's so fun.
It's a weird
Their
thing that
rebrand
works.
has been so cool to see the way that they've just like become an adult thing.
Well, now they're doing like DJ gigs and all sorts of stuff, and yeah, it's very cool, and I'm very, very grateful to be able to do it. It's a buzz.
I love that.
Well, here we go. Next one, TikTok Awards. Sonny's on the red carpet. I love it.
I can't believe
talk me
that.
through it.
I can't believe
Talk me through it.
It's so funny because there are 6 people in this photo, and 3 of us are wearing the exact same pair of Prada Sunnies. We look like such losers. We look like we're part of the mafia. Yeah, that was the TikTok Awards. It was a very large night.
Yep. How does that work? Is it like every other awards night? You just red carpet it into your seats.
Yeah,
dinner, food.
No. There was no dinner, no food. Oh, there was food outside.
Yeah.
But you just walked in and just watched the show, and then there was an after party.
Yeah.
And I got home at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. What are the awards like? What are the different categories and stuff? How does this work? I'm showing my age right now. I have no idea. I've never watched a TikTok award show in my life.
There's like video of the year, creator of the year, sports creator of the year, comedy creator of the year.
Yeah.
Just like random.
Yeah. And is it like based on like views and like how big it goes, or is it based on like the content itself?
Nominations. I know Kennedy Charrington was up for sports creator of the year.
Yeah.
It was like her. I think the Matildas won it. But I think they just pick out a few people and then it is a public vote.
Yeah. And you're there with Kat. You were there with Kat out the front of the stadium the other night as well.
Yeah.
So you guys tend to do these things together a lot, yeah?
Oh, yeah, me and Kat.
Yeah.
Kat, her dad. Yeah, we started in football together. Now we're here in rugby league.
Yep. Unreal. So big night.
It was a big night.
Huge one.
257 Collective.
The 257 house. So this is my...
It's a very like Tumblr era photo.
Oh yeah.
The Tumblr girlies would have eaten this up in 2012.
Well, what year was this? 2020, 21-ish, I'm going to say. I liked it because the sign looked like
Dive bar?
The 1975 cover.
Yeah, that's the Tumblr thing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
why is this giving Tumblr vibes? Well, you know what they say. You are the Maddie Healy of the Wiggles.
Dude, I'll take that. I actually, there's a photo of my phone of me, Maddie Healy, at the Oxford Arts Club. I saw them when they first came out here. It cost me $30, and they played Oxford Arts Club.
I don't think anything would cost you $30 anymore.
It's the best. So
I don't remember the
that's
last
always
time I
my
paid
claim.
less than like $170 to see a band.
I'm a day one-er 1975 guy.
Love that for you.
Anyway, 257. So this was actually how I got into sort of all this stuff, kind of. Like I was freelancing and doing photography and videography and stuff like that. But
so were you doing this before you started working for the club?
well, this is the thing. I was freelancing a little bit. I was doing a little bit of work for the club. I met Connor through that. And then they started doing 257 podcast, which was, they started doing that in COVID lockdown. So if you look at on YouTube, they might still be on there. The first episode is literally Connor and Kaylin at the end of Connor's bed with mics on shoeboxes, and like they did it with their iPhone or something. It's very, very basic sort of stuff. But they kept, the reason I got involved, Connor came up to me, he's like, hey man, we did like a 3-hour podcast with Bradman and like we didn't record it. Like we just didn't put the card in, no one hit record. We talked for like 3 hours and then we just finished and we went, oh, we didn't record that.
There's nothing that is more...
It was something like that. It might have been
footy
Bradman.
boys doing content than we filmed a 3-hour podcast and didn't hit record.
It was either Bradman or someone. Croaks will have to remind me. But Connor was like, can you come in and just make sure that sort of it all goes well?
Can you make sure someone remembers to press record?
Yeah. So, shout out to Connor for that, because that opened up a lot of opportunities for me to
Shout out to
do
Connor
other
for
things.
doing
Yep.
that, because now I have a job.
He's a good man. Yeah. And
Full
then,
circle.
well, it was weird because during that era, that's when I got offered to come to the Knights full time, and it was cool to be able to ask them, I got offered to go to the club full time, what do you think? Do you reckon it'll be cool? Because they knew me away from it. They knew sort of how I operated and how I would fit into that system and how it works. And yeah, they were like, yeah, man, come on board. So yeah, 257, it was a great time of our lives. We enjoyed it. We had some bloody good laughs on that podcast. When we announced that they were going to be putting it on KO, was one of the funniest videos all time.
That is the video that you showed me when we were working out our launch video.
Yeah, the
It's
outtake,
so funny.
The outtake video I have on my Instagram account where I've left all the scratch audio in of us laughing when we're doing it is just every time it gives me a good feeling because it was such a good time. Next photo. This, I need to hear this. Talking about past lives. This is so
we mentioned
hashtag
this-
slay.
We mentioned this last week when I said that I've DJ'd with Fred Durst.
That is hectic. I'm old enough that the Limp Bizkit thing was a big thing when I was in high school, so this is huge.
Yeah.
Did he DJ with you?
No, I DJ'd a festival that he was playing.
Okay, gotcha.
And then I got to be in the photo pit while they were performing, which is really funny because he then, at one of the other shows on that tour, punched a photographer.
Okay, there you go. Very Fred Durst thing to do.
Very Fred Durst thing to do.
Yeah. He's very angry.
Yeah.
He likes to break stuff.
Yeah.
That's what he sings about a fair bit. Yeah. Anyway, tell us a bit about this photo.
Yeah, so post-COVID,
Yep.
I accidentally became a DJ.
Accident. I tripped over and there was a
I tripped
CDJ
over
there.
and I fell onto a pair of decks. So I used to be very involved in the emo music scene.
I like it.
A couple of my friends owned a couple of clubs.
Yep.
They were like, hey, we need some DJs.
Yep. Did you DJ emo music?
Yeah.
I like that.
I still DJ emo music in Sydney all the time.
We're going to get along just fine.
Yeah, they taught me how to DJ.
Yeah.
I'm by no means a good DJ, but the emos, they don't care.
Can you read a room? And
Yeah.
can you drop an emo banger?
Yeah, absolutely.
Bang.
And
Good to go.
Yeah, there's just certain songs. You play Nickelback in the club, people will have a good time. And yeah, just randomly started DJing.
Yeah.
DJ'd Good Things last year,
Yeah.
which was good fun.
Yeah, hectic.
Trying to think of what else I DJ'd. Yeah, just sort of.
And where's this at?
This is in Melbourne. This is at Stay Gold in Melbourne.
Yep. And is Stay Gold just a club
It's
or a festival?
No, it's just it's a club that's owned by the record label or the promoter Destroy All Lines.
Yep.
Yeah, so they own Stay Gold.
Yeah, cool.
And yeah, this was me and my sister because my sister.
What's your go-to emo banger? Like, if I play this, the crowd's going to go nuts.
Oh, I feel like any My Chemical Romance or just
bang. Yeah.
I want everyone to be. It's my favorite thing. Whenever I lose a sporting game, I just go to the club and I'm like, I'm going to be
Helena.
depressed. You're
Bang.
all going to be depressed. Bang.
Yep. That's a great answer. I really enjoy, because I was in my, pop punk, I like to play music teenage years when this was like the genre, So I love when I find a song where, because all the bands in the world at that point were trying to be in that Blink, My Chemical Romance, that type sort of thing. So there's a lot of songs coming out. So there's a lot of one-hit wonders.
Oh, yeah.
So when you hear Ocean Avenue by Yellow Card,
And then you hear
you're
Other
like,
Yellow
how
Card?
good is this song? Unreal.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like with DJing, it's like if you put a banger on that people forgot about and they forgot that they love that song, that's the ultimate thing, right?
Oh.
Zach, you're a DJ. Isn't that the ultimate thing? I forgot that this song rules and this guy just played it.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that what you're all trying to do?
But the worst thing is people love to give requests and they don't know how to be a DJ. Not to be like, I know how to be a DJ. No one else does.
Yeah.
But there's nothing worse than when you're DJing and people are like, play this song. And you're like, it'll kill the vibe.
Yeah.
Like, there are songs that are good songs that you just don't want to hear in a club.
You know what's even funnier? So I'm mates with JT, who is a pretty.
Justin Timberlake?
No, yep, not Justin Timberlake. No, JT is
Jonathan Thurston?
he not. There's a lot of JTs. Hey, he's a hip hop DJ. He does a lot of stuff. He was Ludacris's DJ back in the day.
That's ludicrous.
Yeah. He's legit, and he's a very talented guy, and he puts out his own music and stuff like that. Anyway, he puts on his Instagram account when he DJs people's phone. You know, people write notes on their phone, and some of the things that people write on their phone to tell him to play it's the funniest thing. Like spelling mistakes, writing the wrong artist. It's awesome.
Oh, it's so good.
But watching that one guy go, play this, and you do it, and then it's just him alone going, yeah!
Yeah.
And everyone leaves.
I feel like I
Not
need
what
to
you
start
want.
doing like you need to have like a little like PayPal thing that's like if you want to request a song, you got to pay me,
Yeah.
and then I'll only play it if it's good.
I like that. Well, hey, mate, we're at the end. We did it.
We did it.
Episode 2. Actually, while we're talking about DJing, Jimmy is DJing. He's starting to DJ.
He does look like a DJ, right?
No, he is. Yeah. No, so keep an eye on that. He's going to Europe on Friday. Euroboy Summer. He'll be doing some DJ gigs, getting some money.
Is he actually
Yeah,
DJing?
100%. Yeah. No, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Does that mean that you're the only non-DJ in the room?
Correct. Yeah. And that's okay.
embarrassing.
Not everyone can be a DJ. Yeah.
Not everyone can be a DJ.
Correct.
It's not for everyone.
Look, guys, you can follow us on our social media accounts.
At NRL Nights, at Nights HQ. Subscribe, like, and buy a Beanies for Brain Cancer beanie.
Yes, this Sunday, Beanies for Brain Cancer round. Make sure you get onto Mark Hughes Foundation website and buy your beanies. I think you can also get them at...
You can get them at my local post office. I'm not going to dox where I live,
Yeah.
but you can get them at my local post office.
Lowe's and, sorry, where
IGA.
else? IGA, yeah. So make sure you get around it. As I said before, it's a big round for this club, and we want to see our fans get behind Mark and all the great work he's doing. This episode will be on our YouTube channel. We're trying to grow that, so make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the notification bells. You'll be notified anytime a new episode drops. This has been Knights HQ with Jae and Lav, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you then.